Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden stories within company filings. But this time we're looking at an amendment to a previous filing. And it's not about adding something fantastic, it's about fixing a small mistake that still tells a story. This is an amendment to something called a Form 8K, which is basically a report for big events that happen with companies, unexpected stuff, but this amendment is quite specific. It's to fix a clerical error in something called Schedule B to the underwriting agreement. So what's this all about? First Watch Restaurant Group, which is the company behind those popular breakfast and brunch spots called First Watch. They had a big event on August 6, 2025. They entered into an underwriting agreement. This means they were selling a bunch of their company stock in an offering. Now, it's important to note the company itself didn't sell any shares in this offering. It was the selling shareholders, the folks who already owned the stock. They were the ones selling them specifically. They sold 5 million shares of First Watch's common stock at $17.70 per share. This offering closed on August 8, 2025, but that's not the core of this amendment. The amendment is all about a tiny error in that underwriting deal document, an error in Schedule B to be exact. Think of it like a typo in a very important contract affecting how those shares were to be sold. This company is listed on the NASDAQ, so it's a publicly traded company, and this filing is to correct a small but potentially significant detail in the paperwork that was filed previously. So the main takeaway here is that they are filing an amended report to fix a clerical error. The original report was filed on August 8, 2025, and this corrected version just tweaks a small detail in the underwriting agreement that was signed 3 days prior. This amendment specifically targets Item 8 Fighter 1 and Item 9.01 of their original filing, and the filing is signed off by Jay Wolzak, who holds a pretty important title, Chief Legal Officer, General Counsel, and Secretary. Basically, he's their top lawyer overseeing all the legal aspects of the companies. Acknowledges confirms the accuracy of the report and signifies the company's acknowledgement of the correction. Now let's talk about what this means first. Watch is essentially a company that's been selling off shares of its own stock through existing shareholders. They're not raising capital for themselves in this particular deal. The fact that they are making an amendment to a previous filing about an offering of shares means that the initial paperwork wasn't perfect. While this specific amendment addresses a clerical error in the underwriting agreement, which is a procedural correction, it highlights the importance of accuracy in all public filings, especially when it comes to stock offerings. The financial implications of a clerical error in such a document could range from minor to significant, affecting sale terms or regulatory compliance. Looking at the company overall, First Watch has a solid business model focusing on breakfast and lunch, which are less competitive day parts than dinner. They've been growing and expanding, but stock offerings by selling shareholders can sometimes indicate that early investors or insiders are cashing out. In this case, the amendment doesn't reveal any new financial performance data or significant strategic shifts, but it emphasizes the meticulous nature of corporate reporting and the legal frameworks governing stock transactions. It tells us that even with established companies and well-known brands, the smallest details in legal documents matter and need to be spot on. Overall, First Watch Restaurant Group seems to be navigating its public life with standard operational activities and ensuring its filings are accurate, even down to the small details. This amendment is a procedural cleanup rather than a signal of trouble, but it's good to stay vigilant with all corporate disclosures. What are your thoughts on this amendment to First Watch's filing? Does it make you think twice about their operations, or is it just a standard correction? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights. Don't forget to join our growing community on Discord. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Decode.